So hi everyone, hi. So this is a video which is actually by me rather than Archangel Raphael. However, I just want to, share some of my own personal stories about how, working with Raphael and higher beings has helped me in my life, overcome certain problems. So I want to talk in I want to talk in this video about sorcery and the impact this can have on one's life. So I want to share my experience where I actually, so I found out that I've actually had sorcery on me since birth. Actually, that was coming over from other lifetimes, and so something I've come to understand is that so in other lifetimes, especially if you've had loss of lifetimes, where you've done powerful spiritual work and you've been part of maybe Atlantis or Egypt and these other civilizations where there was a lot of light, a lot of spiritual power, also a lot of competition as well. So there can often be sorcery and sort of quite sort of dark magic and so forth. That can be waiting for you for when you arrive back on Earth. So this might sound a bit, strange, However, so what I found out for me is, so I always used, so in this life I've had many health problems and so forth, and I'd sort of, I'd have this feeling, and I remember this is how I used to describe it. It was literally kind of like my feet weren't touching the earth, and then I'd literally have moments where I felt all my life force was being sucked out of my body, and it was very, very strong, and it would be particularly happen very strongly in moments when I needed my power. So if someone was like, having a go at me about something or whatever, and suddenly like all my power just be sucked out, from my feet. And I'd have that feeling. It would actually happen a lot. And then this was maybe 3 years ago. I was having like a lot of problems, with my actually my thyroid had got very bad. It was pumping all the time, and I got to the point I was bedbound, and I actually found out by going to different people that I was being psychically attacked, and it was affecting the weakest part of me, which was my thyroid, and and then whenever that would get cleared away, my thyroid would actually get better for a few moments, and then the attack would come in again. And so finally, I found this shaman, very, very amazing shaman, who I did actually end up training with as a result. And he looked into what was going on, and he found out that I had sorcery on me. And he said he was actually very hidden, and he was coming from deep within the earth, and he had been waiting for me for when I arrived next, in this incarnation. And he said he was like a giant snake, and it was literally suck out all my life force, and it meant then that any psychic attack would get straight into my system because I'd be weakened, because of this. So he cleared that. He was particularly powerful shaman, and he cleared that up for me, and he blocked the psychic attacks. And I noticed after that my health started improving. I mean, to the point that my energy and my health is actually, very much, apart from sort of minor things, that I might have. But I'm never, I always have loss of energy. I'm never sort of bedbound. Even if I have something going on, I always have loss of energy. So since then, all that stuff, has got sorted out in me. But it's really alerted me actually, to this thing about curses and sorcery. And since he cleared that sorcery, I did actually find that even in the area where I'm living, and I'm living sort of near a particularly powerful sort of sacred town, and I have actually seen that from other lives that there've been like curses and sort of black magic and stuff in the land there, from when I've sort of been here in other lives, just visiting actually, and I've been cursed and so forth, and so I've looked into that as well. So I wanted to share that, and just sort of say that actually it's amazing, I mean, obviously, we can be sorcerized by people who are on the earth, and all this stuff's very real, sorcery and black magic, and, and I have had that, as well, coming from people and so forth, and so all these psychic attacks. It's a very, very real energy, and it can be very debilitating. But also, the sorcery that comes from actually the earth, and that people have left, from other lifetimes. And sometimes, these can be very, very old lives, where, maybe groups of people have created whole energy packages, which are then put in the earth and they're waiting for you for when you arrive. And yes, I just wanted to share that. I'm hoping that's interesting and perhaps even helpful to some of you who may feel that you may feel that in the land, maybe only in certain places. Maybe you feel, you might feel that you've got something like that on you. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening.